guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today I wanted to combine two things, an anti-haul and recommendations for a sustainable Valentine's Day. I asked you guys what you wanted to see for Valentine's Day, what type of content, and it was literally split 50-50 between I want to see an anti-haul and I want to see suggestions for what I can do for Valentine's Day that's more sustainable. So I figured I would combine them both into a do's and do nots video where we get to rant a little bit about the wastefulness of this consumeristic holiday and also give some suggestions if you do choose to celebrate. Now personally, my partner Madison and I, we typically don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. For most of our relationship, we've been completely broke, to be honest with you. This is the first year that we have any sort of budget to do anything for Valentine's Day, period. And so we might be doing one or two things on this list, but I'll update you guys that probably on like Instagram and stuff like that. But we don't really buy into the whole idea of Valentine's Day anyway, and it's not because we feel like you should cherish your partner every day of the year. I know a lot of people feel that way. It's not that. Honestly, life gets really busy, and I think it's a good thing to have a certain day of the year to sit down and be all about your partner. I'm not opposed to it because of that. I'm only opposed to it because of all of the single-use things that come along with Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing that is a no-no from me for Valentine's Day, something I'm anti-hauling, are flowers that are grown in very unsustainable practices with using all sorts of fast-growing fertilizers, things that toxify our water systems and things like that, and then they're wrapped in plastic, and then you throw them away whenever you're done. First thing I would like to anti-haul is that. You don't know how those crops were grown, whether sustainably or not. You don't know if the people who were farming those things were paid fair wages. It's just an all-around not good situation to be in. So I definitely would recommend skipping on the plastic wrapped roses. But if you do still want to get your lover a little plant gift or flowers, make sure you're going to like a farmer's market. Would be amazing if you could find a farmer's market with locally grown flowers. It doesn't have to be traditional roses. I know that's like a normal thing you associate with Valentine's Day, but it doesn't have to be that, which is also a tip in and of itself. Just don't get too caught up in traditional things. You can also go to a florist and ask them not to wrap their flowers in the plastic, or you can just all around go with a plant instead of cut flowers. My sister has a rose bush, so you know, maybe if you want to grow a whole rose bush, could be something cute to get for your partner. That would be the gift that keeps on giving. Like every year you could just go cut those off for Valentine's Day. That would be cute. I like that idea. Okay, let's get a little bit more personal. Don't go out and buy single-use lingerie. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like in stores right now, it's like Valentine's Day lingerie or super cheesy heart lingerie or just whatever it is. Lingerie that's made in very unethical ways. Oftentimes what you're seeing in stores are things that are made with really shitty quality that's just gonna fall apart. You're not gonna be able to wear it multiple times. The people who made those garments are traditionally not paid ethical living wages. They work in really scary working conditions, and they're made with really unsustainable materials like polyester and other fabrics that produce microfibers and are also made from oil. But what you can do this Valentine's Day is find ethical and sustainable underwear and bra companies, and even lingerie companies making their lingerie from upcycled materials, dead stock fabric, and stuff like that. I actually put a lot of time into a blog post, what you would call a listicle, of all the companies I could find that make sustainable, just regular underwear, but also really beautiful lingerie pieces from sustainable materials. I'm gonna link that blog post in the description if you guys want to go check that out. I am absolutely going to be snagging a couple things. Is that TMI? If that's too much information, I'm kind of sorry, but also kind of not. I'm going to be snagging a few things, not just for Valentine's Day, but lingerie that I can use over a longer period of time that's not single use. Don't do the single use lingerie stuff. It's nauseating. Third thing you shouldn't do is go out and buy all of the candy that sells on the shelves around this time of year. So normally a lot of people in the zero waste movement would talk to you about all the packaging, because there is a lot of plastic packaging, fabric wrapped boxes, just plastic wrapped individual candies. There's a ton of wasteful stuff that comes along with Valentine's Day. But beyond that, the candy industry is really unsustainable and kind of sinister in and of itself. If you haven't seen Kristen Leo's video about this, I'm gonna link it right here for you guys. But the candy industry is so unsustainable and so unethical in the way that they produce sugar, in the way that they market to you. And also, of course, most candy comes with some form of dairy, which is not only unsustainable but very unethical. So I highly recommend not supporting any brands that do that sort of thing. Aside from just the packaging, the candy itself is pretty unsustainable. But if you are lucky enough to have bulk candy near you, that is an awesome option. And there are other candy brands out there using fair trade ingredients, wrapping their packaging in compostable packaging. Again, I'll leave some links in the description. I might make a listicle about that. If I can get it all together with all of the candies I know about in more sustainable packaging, I'll also link that blog post below. But regardless, get a little bit more creative this year and don't just give your partner, you know, generic, I don't know, chocolate hearts. It's bad for you, the planet, and the people who make them. Oh, and I almost forgot, you don't just have to stick to candy, you can stick to baked goods as well. Find your favorite vegan brownie recipe and make that for your lover on this special day. Another don't, which it just drives me crazy, do not buy stuffed animals. Okay, me and Madison actually just decluttered our house, and we did declutter quite a few stuffed animals that we got for each other, which I don't know why we did that. I mean, obviously we weren't as aware of how those things would end up inevitably as waste anyway back when we bought them, but whenever we decluttered them, it was just so frustrating that we bought something. For what purpose? What purpose did those stuffed animals serve for us as adults? Like, we bought these in college, and so decluttering them felt good to get rid of it, but it was also frustrating to see us as grown adults buying stuffed animals for what purpose? There's not a purpose. So I definitely encourage you to think through purchases like that, and especially during Valentine's Day where there are stuffed animals everywhere, think about what purpose that stuffed animal serves, other than, honestly, to me, cluttering up your space. And yeah, sometimes things have cute little memories attached to them, but I think there are better ways to build memories than to buy a stuffed animal. That's just my opinion. Instead, if your partner is really into animals and really into saving, conserving animals and stuff like that, you can of course donate to like an animal sanctuary or something like that. Adopt an animal. There are so many programs out there to help actual animals instead of buying a stuffed animal. So that would be my recommendation for the don't and the do. Do not go out and buy a specific outfit for Valentine's Day. This is something I've done in the past too. When I was younger, I told you guys I used to be a shopaholic. I remember specifically buying this fuchsia pink dress, and I'm pretty sure I did buy it at Plato's, not because I was an environmentalist, just because I was there and I wanted to buy clothes. And then I also fell in love with this navy blue cardigan. I remember, I know this is a little bit detailed, but stick with me. And then I bought this navy blue cardigan, and then I set out to find something that would tie it all together for Valentine's Day because that outfit was not Valentine's-y enough. So I searched far and wide until I found a navy blue pair of tights with fuchsia pink hearts on it that I would literally only wear for Valentine's Day. Why is that a thing? Why does anybody think it's okay to buy something that you're only going to wear once and then throw it away? I don't know, but I encourage you to not buy an outfit just in general. Not only if you're buying something that is Valentine's Day themed, not to buy that, but also just don't go out and buy a new outfit for that day unless you absolutely don't have one. It's really more fun to actually look at your wardrobe and see if you can create something that's different that you haven't combined before, that you can get excited to wear for Valentine's Day. And maybe instead of just in general, instead of getting an outfit to go out and fight the crowds on Valentine's Day for a play or for dinner or whatever it is, you do something indoors, which is probably most likely what I think Madison and I will be doing. So stay indoor and do like a zero waste spa night, do some zero waste DIY face masks, rent an Airbnb with a jacuzzi. That's kind of really what I want to do. Give an experience gift. Do something other than get dressed up to go out and fight the crowds, to eat dinner in a crowded, loud place. Do something on your own. Do something more creative, something that's not so typical, and something that's going to be a lot less stressful and give you a lot more time to enjoy the person that you're meant to be spending the day with anyway. So I know this video was a little bit different, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I am wishing you a very sustainable Valentine's Day. If you do choose to celebrate, I highly recommend not doing it in the traditional consumerist sense. And if you don't celebrate it, all the best to you. I hope you have a day of self-care or self-love. If you're single, just stay home and literally soak in the tub, because that's what I would do if I was single, just saying. And really quickly, I actually want to do multiple shout outs for this video because I've been slacking. I'm sure you guys are aware. I want to just pop up some people right here, right now. They have been tagging me in their sustainable swaps, and I need to give shout outs too. So Lily Strales, shout out to you for showing me your Chico bag in action. Shout out to Waste 5 Challenge for tagging me in them picking up trash. If you guys didn't know, I am picking up a single piece of trash every single day for my New Year's resolution, so I encourage you all to do that and tag me in it as well. Shout out to Reduce Reuse Rachel for using her reusable straw at a Korean restaurant. Shout out to Nikki for making some swaps in her bathroom from plastic conditioner and shampoo bars to a new one that she's trying out by Badger. They're a cool company. Shout out to Crystal Hoff for getting her first Imperfect produce box. I hope you love it so much. If you guys haven't heard me talk about Imperfect produce, it is a company that literally takes food destined for the landfill and then resells it because it's perfectly good and edible. I do have a discount code with them. It's 50% off. I'll link a video where I show more of that process here, and I'll link the discount code below. Shout out to you, Crystal. Okay guys, I think those are all the shout outs I'm gonna do for today. I do have some more, but I'll save them for future videos. If any of you guys are watching, don't forget to email me your shipping address because you get 3 of my compostable stickers with my quote on it. What is my quote? How does it go? I'll tell you right now. Remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye guys.